really funny, Danny? I was
Mhm,
thinking about building yellow for this.
mhm,
If I just do just to show you something. Like, yeah, I have all these like arts, right? Like
mhm,
this is 45, right?
mhm,
This is like 18.
mhm.
This is 14. This is 23 as a judge. This is 10. Oh my gosh, this is 20. Oh my gosh. 9, 6. That's alternate art still. And like everything is less than like a few dollars, like $3 maybe. Cooler is like $2.5. Like I can build this deck cheap and not worry about it. Like that's like really funny. Like the only like the, it I wouldn't say
I
cheap, but the
think
fact
it's
that it could
also set dependent of who's in it for both of them.
yes. And that's what's really weird, and that's I don't know about, like, One Piece compared to Dragon Ball, because like, I think Dragon Ball has a lot of cool shit with it. Like, another deck that I was thinking about trying to build is Beerus, right?
Mhm.
And I think a lot of that shit's really cool. I do think they have really cool characters, but I don't think their characters hold up as well as they do to One Piece.
I think it's also because One Piece has technically more diverse characters. There's just way more in the pool.
Yeah, like there are so many cooler characters, like as in villains or in heroes, and it's just like right now we only have like the heroes and like one villain, or I guess two villains in like Dragon Ball right now. Cause like I don't know, do you count Android 16 and 17 or 17, 18 as like villains? I guess because like
They were semi. If they make a villain arc and they're included as like it's semi villain ish.
yeah, because like for leaders, I'm just counting leaders for right now, or like right, like playable leaders. So like in set one, you have Goku Black, Beerus, or not Beerus, Goku Black, Cooler, 17, 18, and Frieza, and that's it for like
Also,
villain leaders.
people tend to forget
Oh,
that
Broly, I forgot
another
Broly.
reason why One Piece is doing well over Digimon and uh Dragon Ball, the waifus, the Sims.
I mean, yeah, like
There's
I
more,
do I will say that because like if they made this theater instead of at 17 but as 18, I think it would have been more popular.
especially since freaking half the One Piece women are like freaking tatas.
That's true, but
It's just
like
you just see booty. Like first thing you see in the car is like tits. It's like okay,
not really. Like shop all. Let's see high low stuff. God, that movie. Holy shit! Every time I look at it, it just keeps going higher and higher. Oh my god!
what is
Jesus
power
Christ.
level?
So one card is like almost $4,000, and, and do you want to know how much 12 boxes are worth right now? 5K. I know, right?
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
that's set. Wait, that's set two. That's five
Which
k
one?
because set five is
Romance.
2K. Oh, we're made set one.
Romance is set one. Paramount War is set two.
Yeah, set five is 2 grand.
Set five is Awakening, yeah. And Pillars of Strength is three.
Set
I
four.
think set four is no.
Yeah,
Set four is Kingdom of Intrigue.
yeah. Mhm. Pillar is
Pillar is set three.
set three. Yeah, because the older sets are more harder to obtain until the reprint comes.
Yeah, until the reprints. But like that's oh god.
Damn, when did Shank spike?
I mean, if they like actually, let's just pivot down to like the newest kid on the block. Actually, though, yeah, let's
Oh,
just
what?
Lorcana is
Wait,
like super popular, but
uh,
still
last time I saw Elsa was like 500. What the fuck happened?
good. Alt art.
Yeah, it's just oh, what is there like an Elsa movie coming out, or there's like Elsa? Wait, this being streamed. I'll hold it in.
Probably
Oh yeah, yeah. Set
because
one is
like
really hard to find currently right now.
this is set two, right? Rise of the Floodborn
Yeah,
or whatever.
yep.
Oh no, yeah, set
Set three is
like,
gonna.
also too like this is set one.
Yeah, it's so impactful.
4 boxes for $900 is, like, insane to
Yeah,
me.
that's the case for them.
That just seems too much.
Like set two is being carried by Cinderella, and that's it.
Yeah, this is where I'm like, my knowledge is not too much.
Oh yeah, Beast is really playable,
Is
huh?
that the beast that destroys items or whatever? Oh, wow.
Oh, there's Beast.
Over here?
Wait, set one Beast or set?
This is just looking at all the expensive cards going from high to low. Because like, you guys know more about this because, like, I don't know anything about Lorcana.
For me, I just
Just
watch Lorcana. I don't know the meta. I just keep hearing Amethyst, Ruby, blah 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 blah. Mhm.
this
What the fuck is base rarity? It's 45. Okay.
I mean,
It's okay.
yeah,
Compared to Vanguard, it's not that bad. Mhm.
okay, that's good.
So we recall there was a time people were going after the Rapunzels really badly.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So, are we saying Lorcana is basically West's One Piece, I guess, compared to like
Yeah. Uh, I
um, that one I will okay, knowing from a like just knowledge from Shadowverse, I don't think you can make that comparison. Because like
I would say Lacana does have a chance to get into the top five. There is a chance. It's just that it depends how they make bigger tournaments. That's the thing.
gotcha.
Also, prize cards in any card game does make a difference.
That's true.
We just had to
Speaking
wait and see for Locana
speaking of things,
or pins. I'm surprised you guys get pins. I'm like, huh?
nice. Yeah, no, like I don't know. Lorcana see oh, Jesus
What the
fuck.
fuck?
That's the starting promo things, the
Yeah, yeah.
D23.
Ugh, ugh.
Like honestly, I think Lorcana is decent. I will say though, I'm very hesitant because I feel like it's one fumble away of just not being as like in as it might lose its steam. I don't know, but I don't think
It's
it will lose
okay
steam
if they
anytime.
just make it Elsa.
Set 4, right? If you say so.
Playability then.
Mhm.
Arcana.
Needs to from set
Yeah, I
1.
guess that you can compare that. It's similar to Digimon Set One, if you remember during that time.
I
Because
mean,
Digimon
yeah,
Set
but
One
now,
was
like,
pretty pricey.
I will say that, and that if that's the case, then Digimon and Lorcana are more similar than not, because after,
Yeah.
like, say, 10 not even 10 sets, after, I guess, set 5 or so, like, you started seeing cards that were not in base set. So, like,
Yeah. I
what's
think the only card that carried so hard until like maybe like set 8 or something was the tie.
which
The red
tie?
tie. The red tie
The
plus
red
2
tie?
security.
No,
Yeah.
even that tie you cut. Like, lists didn't, like, use that much a lot, because, like, the reason why that tie was good is because, like, yeah, your red Digimon got, like, more security, but as you got more and more, like, the only in Jesmon you would want to use that, but even Jesmon only ran it as one copy, so that didn't really carry everything. It was just a good tech option. And then once you got past, like, set 6, which was, give me a second. Uh, I'm trying to remember what set 6 was. Fucking A, I can't remember.
This was that 6X antibody? No, right?
No, that's set 9.
Or was
Set
it
9 is what really that's X record. I remember that because, like,
no Neo Evolution or whatever the freaking Imperial Digimon was set 7. Then set 6 was it the Bondex?
set 6 was Bonds. Yes, set 6 was Bonds.
Oh god, I need a
Not
life.
not Bonds Beyond Time. It was set 6 was like Double Diamond.
Oh, it's with the freaking stupid expensive Amimon.
Nope, it was
Wait, is it?
yes it was. Yes it was.
Okay.
Double Diamond.
I was like,
Double
oh, that freaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
there you
had
go.
also the it also had the Alphamon.
Dude, I forgot the Alphamon wasn't even in the set.
Yeah, so, like, once, like, set 6 is where, like, fuck, Jesmon came out. Like, why am I not remembering names? But, like,
It's so weird to see the Bond alternate art so cheap now, just
yeah,
because.
because, like, that's the reason why a lot of a lot of cards from set 1 weren't as viable anymore, is because of that. Is because, like, so many cards came out that just made everything faster. Like, this
Mhm.
motherfucker was so hard to get
Mhm.
when this game came out, and you're just like, "Oh my," well, not, like, not
He
this one
was
specifically,
he
but,
was
like,
in Rookie Rush, right? Was it Rookie Rush he was
he
in?
was in, uh fuck, Lord Nightmon Rush. Basically, you just
Oh,
build
that
Lord Nightmon and then you just spam out bodies. Because,
yeah.
like, you had the Angemon that said when you're at 3 or less security, you just spawn another body. Lord Nightmon said the exact same thing. So you get 2 bodies, a level 5 potentially, and a level 3 for free. And then you had on enter, like, ETB effects, so you can just pop off. But yeah, no, like, Double Diamond was, like, an insane set, and I think the next set after that was not New Awakening. That was set 8. I
Wait,
don't remember.
it's just a,
Digimon sets. So, like, let's actually products.
I guess
Let's
we
actually,
also won't know for Lacana because they only have like 3 sets currently.
yeah, they only have
We just have to
set
wait and see.
3 sets. Oh. There it is. Next Adventure was set 7, which was not as good. Like, but set 7 did give out some really cool cards, I will say. Oh, we had the Lucymon in that one. Oh, we also had the Tamer shit. That's what set 7 gave. Oh yeah, set 7 were the Tamers. Yeah, no, this set was insane. Yeah, no. Like, I think past, like, Danny, I think, like, set
Oh,
5,
it's
set
with the
6.
freaking broken ass Icemons.
Yep. I think set 5 and set 6 is where you stop seeing cards from set 1, because I do
Yeah.
not remember seeing that many Greymons in fucking in these like the starter deck Greymons and like the set 1 cards.
Oh, I just remember blue fucking hybrid.
Yeah, blue hybrid was the main shit there. All right. So that's Digimon, and that's Lorcana. Quick side bit. This shit's funny.
I do not know.
Yeah, because this is actually really funny because like a lot of it is like, what the fuck?
Isn't like there's staples where they cost like $500.
This 54. There's a lot of people just selling it for 54. Yeah, it is the first edition because it's 9.5 rated.
And some of these are lightly played.
Yeah, like the best thing about Flesh and Blood, like there will be expensive equipment. There will be always expensive equipment, but you just need one copy of it. And like that's the good thing about it. And the rest you spend for is like
Wait,
sometimes just bling.
I thought that said a case of shoes.
No. No. No.
No.
I kin it to Magic a lot more than I kin it to anything else. Because like
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
supposed
people
to be Magic.
who play Magic play Flesh and Blood, and a lot of people that stopped playing like certain different like certain games like Yu-Gi-Oh I know played Flesh and Blood too. So like the one thing I will say, it's just like again, it's you have like certain staple cards that are like expensive, but they reprinted it. Like, yeah, this is still $90, but you don't need it that much because especially in the newest set, they not reprinted, but gave new equipment to a lot of different classes, which doesn't really matter, and you don't need to run certain things. Like I play the ninja deck, like Katsu, and you can technically run this, but there's also like something that's better. And then I have a warrior deck that I could run this again, but this is better for it because like it plays into your game plan. And this is $65 compared to like $90. Amazing. So it's this, dude. It's their equipment cards. You only need one copy because the equipment cards is separate from your deck. So like think of Flesh and Blood will have your hero, their two weapons or one weapon, a head slot, a chest slot, arm slot, and leg slot. So you need to fill out all those or you can show up with none. But like you just like I could there's so many like budget options too that I don't need to get the most like thing. You only buy the most like expensive card for it if you want to play like competitively or competently, I should say. But I think more it's competitively optimally. There you go. Because like again, whenever I hit with a weapon attack and warriors use their weapons a lot, I pay an extra resource, which is like a card in in like a hand. We'll just use this example. So just TLDR, um, left is you pitch a card to pay a resource. Left is how much you pitch it for. So if I pitch this card, meaning discard it, I get one resource. The right side of it, so left side, sorry, is the resource. Right side is the cost. So this card costs 0 to play, but pitches and if I discard it, I get one resource. So like going back to this example, if I hit with a weapon, I pay a resource, get another resource as a token that on my turn breaks, and I get a free resource for basically paying one resource, if that makes sense, which is really good. And like this yeah, this card is also really good because like it gives you a might token, which when on your turn when that token card pops, you gain +1 damage to any attack. So like that's really good. Again, like there's yes. Like it's very like it's expanded of like you choose a hero and you play that hero and you have different avenues to play that hero. So like it's very akin to like Commander in like Magic, One Piece, I guess. Vanguard's very similar, but you don't have rear guards per se. You just have the one guy, and you're fighting with that one guy.
Oh, so you're playing Overlord.
Essentially, like you're just playing Overlord, but Overlord has different. Yeah, every card is Overlord, but with a different effect. Because like
Overlord with a gun.
yeah, because like I could play this girl, and every time I hit with a weapon, she attacks with that weapon again, since you can only attack with one weapon a turn.
Mhm.
Like there's different things like that. I will say this, Flesh and Blood is really cool of how they interact with their community, and I think that will push them closer to like even threaten like Yu-Gi-Oh in the West. I don't and they could threaten Magic too. I just think it may not go there because like Outlaws of Thunder Junction recently, and we can just pivot to Magic because I kind of want to like talk about this. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is a really fucking good set. Like I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. I'm already on Outlaws. I'm already okay. And the art series? Or oh, so you're okay, so, like, you're talking about the entire set. Okay, that's what you mean. But I still stand by this. I still think Outlaws is a great set. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Danny, welcome to our world.
That's
Yep.
weird.
Don't worry, it's not that bad. Like, it's I wouldn't say crazy because, like, it the only thing Magic is crazy about is because of the different formats, and that's the only thing that's crazy about it. But like, say if we want to get Danny into the game, I'm not giving him a commander deck, Josh. That is not what you do to get somebody into Magic that much. You get them to like pick a set, like how I kind of got Willow into it. It's like she saw the Lord of the Rings set. I'm like, all right, cool, pick that up. If you want to play with the cards, I'll help you build like a 60 card deck easily, or I can add cards that you want in there. Because like it's no, because like it's easier to look at like one set and two sets than it is to like yeah, look at Magic's 20 long year history. And that's like the problem. It doesn't matter though, but that's the problem. Like I nice. But like it doesn't matter. Like I don't want to be like, all right, Danny, I'm gonna give you this 100 card singleton deck built around one card. Your goal is to figure out how that card deck works. It's much more easy to give a person a 60 card deck and say, hey, you have a black deck that revolves around discarding your opponent's cards and then hitting them for like 2 damage or 1 damage constantly with small creatures, and you can kill their stuff easily. That's easy to tell them how to play a game of Magic than Commander. And like along with that too, it's just like this set doesn't do it as well, but in the standard right now, I can build a monocolor deck, give it to somebody to learn, and they can understand how to play that deck in like maybe 2 hours or so. Maybe less than if we play fast. Yeah, they can do whatever they want with it. But like what I'm saying is like this set is really good for like a returning person and for like if you want to play like just casually because like if you build a deck with just like some of like the regular like old cards, and this is not very indicative right now, Danny, to show you these prices because a lot of these are like expensive, but some of them are not. Like this guy is super powerful, but there's a reason why. Every time you play a non-creature spell, he gets +2 power, and it stacks. So Danny, you know like buff effects in Vanguard, right? You know how like
I
certain
have
cards.
played Magic before.
Oh yeah, so like yeah, you get why this card is
Yep.
insane.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like justifies the $15 price point. Like,
Yeah, my first deck was actually artifacts.
oh nice. I didn't know that, Danny.
It was, I think, red blue artifacts.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
nice.
was back in the day, and then I got destroyed by freaking someone slam a planeswalker. I'm like, I can't out that shit.
That's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, no, like nice. I think Magic is doing well though. It's like a lot of the times it's hit or miss with Magic, and that's the problem.
As long as my NFT,
I mean, Markov's weird. Like that's I don't even think Markov was a set. Like I even I don't what what what?
it's
Oh,
from those expensive packs.
oh, the collector boosters.
Yes.
Oh wow, I have no idea. All I want are like some of these because they look pretty. Like honestly, it it had no value except like one card and we passed it. Like that's the funny part about it. Ard's Druid's Charm can go do nothing for 5 turns. I don't know, man. In 60 card format, this is the only card people are talking about. So, yeah, but like, okay, but compare Leyline's price to that price. It's, yeah, no, it's not, and this is an extended art. Yeah, no, like this fell off. Like the cards in this set, there's only like two, maybe three, and the rest are like showcase cards that are expensive. Other than that, like, yeah, this is $5. Who cares? Like it's $5. That's just $20 if I want to get 4 copies. And not even then you're running 4 copies in a deck. You're running three at max two. Well, I mean, you can't discount the lands because I'm also counting it as like if you're going to like price if you're going up sales and why people will buy these sets. Like if a person can't buy singles and they have to buy sealed product, you have to take that in account. And so if they hit this, then that's still value, if that makes sense. And then maybe after like oh they find out about TCG player or like something like that or someone tells them, then they realize what the value of the card is and why a card can be how much a card can be sold at. And then that also shows you if the card game is making money compared to what you actually think in your head and actual statistics. The really shitty thing about us trying to find out more Western side of this is because we don't have a lot of catalog information about the annual revenue before these certain companies. Hasbro, we have to look at for their annual revenue for the physical year, and then we have to look at like what a company in New Zealand for their physical year. For Flesh and Blood, for fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, we still go back to Japan and Konami. For One Piece, we go back to Bandai, and that's really hard to say because then they're not taking into account physical year growth for the Western audience. They're just like for the Japanese companies, they're just looking at Japan specifically. They don't have like I don't know where to find a fucking physical year. Hold on. Physical. Fuck. Why can't I spell right now? Physical revenue year. Shut up. For Bandai TCG in the West. Let's change. Physical revenue year for Bandai TCG in the West. Bandai Namco card game share market 2023. That's probably like the only. Don't want to see fucking statistics. Is that the wow? Can't see the whole thing. That's lame. Global trade market size. Global news. Let's see. Global trade market size set to archive 11.57 billion by 2030 with only 7.69 CRJ. Deal of Destiny. Huh. Okay. This doesn't tell me what we need to know. Research insight. Let's see what this is. Open new tab. That's not what I need. I don't even. What is this? Card market size. This is a report scope for it. So market size in 2022 did 6 billion. Projected is this. That's interesting. So these are the key players. Hey, look who made the cut. Bushiroad. Yeah, because they're the key market players. Major. Yeah.
Looks like Weiss.
This is like a huge. This is a really good site actually. Xeon Market Research, because they're literally going into their research part about it and talking about the projected year to go into 2030, and they started at 2022, and they're doing the market projected growth from 23 to 2030. So this article was probably made. It should all be down. They have a lot of shit. That's actually really good. Where is? It doesn't tell me when this was made. Xeon Market. I guess it didn't tell me when this article was published. Was it up top? Yeah, looks like it. Cool. That's actually, I mean, not that old, but still, like, that's last year, so that gives a decent kind of like. Let's see what this does. God damn it. Base year. Yeah, no, like, again, we're looking at like certain market values for different things, and we just have to go from there. Like, and I guess we can go for the elephant in the room right now. Which one do we want to start? Do we want to start on this one or this one? Well, we don't talk about MetaZoo. Exactly.
Okay, now
Which
we
one
talk
do you?
about Buddy Fight.
No. Which one do we start?
My Little Pony?
Well, Battlesphere Star was clumped in with the Bandai shit. Like we already talked about that. It's probably not gonna like be as popular as the rest. I think it won't.
This is
I
where
think it
I
will.
get involved. Let's go to Vanguard.
All right. We're just gonna do shop all here. All right, Danny. How do you want to do this?
Are we going to separate them by formats, or are we actually going to just clump them all together?
Let's first start with standard. Yeah, because like
Alright,
premium is very weird.
that Basago card should not be a grand. No one plays her. She's just a waifu tax. It's
I mean,
only
there's 2
also
sets,
because it's really
that's
hard to
why.
get her because this Vessel collection is out of print, even though it's
Mhm.
pretty ass. Uh, in English, yes. In Japan, no. Because in Japan, there's decks that are faster and hit harder than Minerva. That Yukia is not surprising because Yukia is the most generic piece of shit I've ever seen for lyrical decks.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her other FFRs got bought out. If you want a
Also,
high
like,
rarity lyrical deck, then
this is still cheap to buy, though, like, that's the thing. Like, also, too, there's only 2 listings,
mhm.
which at 99, which they're marking up by 30 per like, $30 is pretty insane.
The, yeah. So the problem with these newer sets, you don't guarantee like a hit compared to
That's a
like set
concern for
4
that. Com Compared to, like, old sets from Vanguard, from what I remember, like, you always at least got a hit.
because if you remember, Overdress set 1 we had SPs, Overdress set 2 also SPs, set 3
Oh,
SP, set 4
yeah, and
SP.
then set 5, we had the FFRs, or is that
No,
set 6?
set 5 was also SPs. Set 6 was FFRs.
Okay.
FFRs changed the game very bad
The worst decision ever, to be honest.
because they are ugly as fuck and their pull rates are like 3 to 4 per case. 2 if you pull a secret rare, and that's an if.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's secret rares and SPs that cost more than FFRs. Also, I could talk about 2023 Vanguard if you guys want.
I mean, yeah.
So we started, I believe it was set 9 was the starting point of 2023 for Vanguard. Set 9.
Hold
Set
on.
9 was the Bruce support, the new Bruce, Vietnamese Bruce, my people.
Hold on.
Arvaganda,
I don't remember what that set was called.
just type in Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah. Hey, still got it.
Yeah, uh,
Oh, that's triple drive.
yeah, that's Triple Drive.
There you go.
Triple Drive, that's a different story. But okay, this set came out. We looked at it. We're like, wow, it's fucking ass.
Honestly, yeah, even as, like, when I saw you guys purchase, oh my god.
You want
Jesus
to know the
Christ.
only card that's worth in the set as base rarity is fucking Freiheit, and he got announced a reprint just today
Is he going down? No.
because he is currently used in Welstra and Divine Z because Welstra and Divine Z in Japan they're in a divine meta. 5 divine decks are tier 1
I
because
mean,
they have to nerf the strides to the ground. Luard lost his puppy. It got shot in the backyard. Shiranui got choice restricted with his over trigger.
and the Rhineline
Right,
restriction,
yep.
right?
hmm Why is Vietnamese Bruce like $9?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just
Maybe.
copium then.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's just like,
People are hoping he gets more support.
I mean, anything that says Diablos, right,
Yeah,
works with him. So it's
like the
just,
deck is okay. It's just the issue is there it doesn't do
I,
much before turn 3.
I mean, I will say this, like, if we talk about like deck types and like things like that, the discussion will go on forever and ever. We're like where we're right now is talking about like what the products were like as you as a consumer, and then what
Yeah, this
was
probably was not good.
yeah, and then what is it like it going in the future? Because like we always get
Set
sidetracks of talking about
10
like certain
was a
cards.
sleeper set because set 10 people underestimate how much a recycler was worth.
Uh, what was Seton called?
Gandiva.
Oh,
Just type in
yeah,
Gandiva. Yeah, that was also the time where the cheapest deck came out. It was
oh yeah, which
Gandiva.
was
He
Gandiva.
was
Yeah, I
the
remember that.
cheapest and the strongest, not contested in the format. He will crush any Chronojet that breathes. Jigme. But This
calling him out like that.
it's okay. He doesn't watch the stream. It's fine. Look at these race cyclers. They were like all under $10 until people realized these things are really good. Look at the Keter one. Look at the Dragon Empire. Look at the Brancate one. They all rose up in price because people underestimate how good cyclers are. So
They
when
all
you
do different
discard, yeah,
effects.
when you discard it, you draw a card basically.
Yeah, that's their like static effect.
Yeah, their bonus effects. It depends which nation, but the current best ones to use are Brancate and Keter, because Keter lets you. Well, you look top card, be like, cool, I could add one and put one top and bottom
Yeah.
of my deck.
This one just
Dragon
like if you're Persona Red, you search like a set order, reveal it, and
This
shuffle it. So
one,
it's
the
really
reason
good
why
for it.
it's up there because Keter one is more better than Brancate, but yeah.
Yeah, because like you look at the top deck and you can
Keter is known to
look at the top
scry.
2 cards. Damn.
They're known to scry. So
Yeah.
you always want to stack your triggers. So that's basically how the Keter playstyle is. This set was like it was okay at first, and then people realized, oh, these generics are really good. And then the set is actually gone now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Except for okay, I'm sorry, your generic is so doo doo.
It's very situational. I will say this though, like this is coming from different card games and then looking at certain things to Vanguard. I will say this, it's really hard, like when I was playing Vanguard and then I went to Shadowverse and then playing One Piece, it's really hard to evaluate card games, like card skill like effects, like
Mm-hmm.
skill effects from Vanguard to translate that into other card games. Because like I will say this, I'm surprised people didn't catch on fast enough that these cyclers were good, because if I had a card like this in any other game, this effect, even if we just take off this, right? If we just say, if it just said, if you discard this, put this at the bottom of the deck, draw a card. That's broken as shit. That is so broken. Because like what you're doing is you're filtering out, but you're also putting it back into the deck to where you can potentially get it back again into your hand.
Also, people don't realize that these things could just be in almost every deck.
Correct. Like it's really weird because like if you played Vanguard and then again, this is personal experience. Playing Vanguard, stopping, going to a different game. I learned different card effects and what I want to value, and then as I learned about certain card effects in different games, and this was especially for One Piece, because I thought there was a card that was really good, but it was really bad because of how the board state progresses.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly like this is going to tie back into the pricing things of shit like this. It Vanguard has the worst problem of cards being it has the Yu-Gi-Oh problem. Cards being insignificant till one thing crops up and then that card becomes insanely good. That's the problem with Vanguard. Because like how we saw with the Bruce, the purple Bruce, like why is that card going up? People are having like hopes for it, or maybe they found something. But like it's so insane too. Like this still staying at $9 just because like you can play Mastix and probably people and it's going up because people are gonna probably play it in that new Zorga and Divine Z.
No, they're not.
Potentially not. Potentially maybe.
They are playing it mostly because people are still playing a little bit of Greedon and a little bit of Orpheus Mask.
Yeah,
You're never playing that as Zorga. It's fucking copium.
maybe. But like it's very interesting to see like how card skill
I will say
evaluation.
this: all the Gandiva stuff. If that Grid 3 comes back at full power, all these will spike.
Maybe, but I don't think he'll be able to keep up with like the other cards coming, if that makes sense.
You underestimate how good that Grid 3 is.
I mean, I might, but the fact is,
On turn
when I
3.
played it, I'd never seen it. But like,
Well, it's because it was at 1.
yeah, but like again, too, like I do think that card is good. Let's see if we can find it here. Where is it?
It's a comment somewhere.
There it is. Go do your stuff. Go do your stuff.
Like the drawback is unless you have nothing in drop.
Yeah, but like
I'm not saying this deck will become like the ultimate Unga Bunga destroyer, but it will rise up to like tier 2, tier 1.
I don't think I don't think it'll be tier 1 because like do they have Divine Seas stuff like
No,
as like
of course not.
no. Well, so then we have to go uh Divine Z Vanguard.
I would
This
say this though, with how Vanguard is, and there's a freaking timer now, Brain Game Diva might be a really good choice if he gets his stuff back.
not the anime
Well, you guys need to know what the cards do.
set one. Yeah, I'm just looking at yeah. Card Fight Wiki. Because like honestly though, like truthfully, Danny, if I'm and granted this is I actually am gonna do this. So I am playing Varga.
Mhm.
What does Gandiva do against Varga that Varga does that doesn't? Like truthfully. Like that's my question. Because I think like Varga versus Gandiva, I think Vargas comes out on top.
I would say it depends who goes first, who goes second.
Does it really? Does it
If
really?
you do
Because
not
like
have a fucking perfect guard,
okay, if that's the case, then like then that kind of goes into my point with this because like everything then with Vanguard becomes overhyped, and then that that's what drives the sales because it's an anime overhyped thing. Like
yeah.
then that doesn't make good quality for like buying shit at all for this card game.
Like the
And
only reason why this card game is still alive because there's people who just love playing Vanguard and love hitting triggers.
yeah, no, and that's like I guess like that's also probably why I quit because like I just think that's not fun gameplay. Like I think they have. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say because like I think these cards have like really unique effects. Like that's why I liked Gandiva. That's why I
Mhm.
liked some of like the trial deck cards because yeah, they're simple effects, but they're fun effects. They
Mhm.
the Dragon Empire one puts pressure. Yeah, it's a 3 attack deck, but whatever. You put pressure, and that's really interesting. And like for the
I think
Dark State,
Vanguard is at his best if there's more diversity compared to Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, I
Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh's a different story. They hate diversity for some apparent reason.
I know, but like I agree with you that Vanguard's at its best when you have diversity because then you have different people doing different things, and I think that's amazing. What I don't like with Vanguard is that I think no matter how unique you make your deck or how intuitive your deck strategy is, it
Mhm.
all fails because of one fucking thing, and that's this shit. It's the fucking triggers, and I think that's what kind of turns me off about this game, to be honest. Yeah, no, like I don't think the Gamba is fun. What is this? Oh, they reprinted the
Yeah,
things.
all the OTs got reprinted as Divine Someone.
Oh wow, that's actually
It's,
really good.
it's basically confirmed that OTs are not leaving.
Yeah, no, which kind of sucks.
Especially since we're getting 2 new OTs revealed next week.
Pardon?
We're getting 2 new overtriggers revealed next week. I'm scared.
Oh god, they're continuing that shit. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this.
Hmm?
I'm just cutting it for
Uh,
a second because I'm checking a message.
mhm.
I don't know.
What? Why is this message? No, they're not. No,
Okay,
you
hold on.
can blame Gold Paladins for that.
Unfortunately, we cannot. Um, that's like another thing too. Like I don't know. Like, I really hope that this game for like people who like playing it continues, but I honestly don't see it succeeding in the long run.
Well, we
In
all. It's weird because Vanguard is weird because it's supposed to be dead by now, but it's still here. I think it's only mostly because it's actually really successful in Japan. In the West, it's successful in a way. There's actually people turning up for tournaments.
Yeah, and like I don't want, and also too, I don't want the card game group that like we're a part of for having it to die for the sake of there. I'm just worried that like the people that we play with will end up not enjoying the game anymore. As it continues, I hope they do. I hope they
Surprisingly,
do.
if you're casual, I have played against casuals. They don't care about the meta.
Yeah, no, like I think this game is very good casually. I think what it hurts it is that people play competitively with it.
All competitive. We have currently today. We have the biggest issue right now, and it's because of one man. And it's not even Vanguard. He cheats in One Piece and other card games.
No, I'm not even talking about that, dude. I'm talking about like in a meta in general for this game, if that makes sense. Like tournaments in general, like
Mhm.
I think ruin this game.
This game, yeah, the problem with this game in tournament scenes that even I was part of it because I went to BCS and stuff, and even BRO. When you get sacked and you lose, you're trying to understand how do I play differently. You
But
can't.
you can't. Like you legit can't. There's like there's a minor issue of that type of scenario of like, all right, cool. If I protect myself from a sack, it's like
Like the
I don't know.
comparable thing of this of getting sacked is Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is actually the best comparison to Vanguard
Honestly,
because if you get fucking
I
hand
guess
trapped to
so.
the next dimension, there is no way playing around that. You can do everything, and if they have the card, you are just fucked. And there's
I
no way
mean,
you go about it.
yeah.
It's like, oh, if I summon Ash and he gets fucking imperm, do I play differently? No, you just got fucking impermed.
Yeah, but like the thing with the difference about that, it's just like I guess like all right, here's the difference. A good player in Yu-Gi-Oh can potentially play around those interaction points, correct?
Hmm.
If you are a good player in Vanguard, how the fuck do you counteract a critical?
No. So
Like
there
that
is,
that's
I
that's the
recall there
difference.
was a discussion of that. There's a reason why Vanguard, like you have seen people like the same names top in Vanguard before.
Oh yeah. Like
It's
I'm
because
not
they
saying
know
it
some
can't be
things
done.
that we don't.
Like I think the difference is in how player mindset goes because like when you watch like let's see if we can bring up some gameplay because this is probably like the crux of everything. Vanguard tournament matches. Let's just see if we find one. Sure,
Oh
let's go
god.
for the worlds here. Don't care. Let's
Oh,
go
this is
for
2022. This is Youthberg against
right now. We're just watching Gandiva versus Gandiva. So like, both of them are at 3, right? Let's open this.
you
So
mean
it's just like,
Nvidia?
yeah, Ganvidia versus Ganvidia, whatever. Gravidia versus Gravidia. I don't
Yeah.
remember. But
Oh,
like,
it's oh god.
you see that like he just opens a trigger on the trigger, and then he did the PG there, and then let's see if he has the PG, right? Does he have the PG?
He's just counting.
Yeah, he's trigger counting, right? He's counting his triggers. So like this is one skill with Vanguard that I think is very good of how to play it is because you count the cards in your deck and you're basically counting like you're counting a playing card deck, right? And you have to know what cards in your hand. Like he had the perfect guard there, right? But realistically, if he didn't, he would have to be like, all right, cool.
Oh wow,
How
he
many
just
times?
got that question. All right.
Yeah, exactly, right? But it's just like the scenario of like I wonder if there is a game where like a person just gets fucking sacked in this. But like the mentality of how the people play in this,
Well, it's
they
probably
play
this
very
match. They're playing
conservatively.
Gravidia. Like out of all the matchups, Gravidia is the most sackiest one.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like I don't know. Every time I like look at this, like the Gravidia is insane because of like the trigger doubling effect. And so when
Okay.
you get sacked, and it feels awful. But realistically, you can't. If let's see if I can find another match, if that makes sense. Because I think, let's see, what's this match? All right, Youthberg versus Lyrical.
Yep, that's Leticia.
Okay, so like, realistically, what happens if Leticia on grade 2 just like, or grade first turn grade 3 double checks over trigger then crit trigger? What do you do against that? Like, how do you do it against? Yeah, like you can't outplay anything. Like that's the like how do you outplay that shit? Like you can't outplay that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's fucking impossible almost. And yeah, that's like the luckiest thing ever. And it's just like the argument is, oh yeah, cool, just have to get lucky and you get unlucky. Like that's understandable. But if I'm playing in a tournament, if I won a trip to like fucking Japan or some shit, and all of a sudden I get there, and then one person flips one yellow card, and I just lose the entire game because of that shit, I would feel fucking awful. I don't know though, but I would probably enjoy this game more as casually. I just don't understand like the competitive aspect of it. That's why I would never like. That's why I'm not like investing that much into like a competitive deck, and I'm just doing like fun combo shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Like Josh found his card like deck niche. Like I gave up Tachikaze because it was just frustrating because I wanted to play competitively, and it's just like I like being competitive in a game. Vanguard does not do that for me. Like it's fun. I would play with you guys. I'll play casually. And it's just like I'll go to tournaments with you guys, but I'm not playing to win. I am playing to have fun. I'll try to win, but it's just like at this point I'm just this is like the casino. I am playing a casino. Like again, like legit how do you counter that? How do you oh shit. Did that too far.
Oh man, we're going to the finals already. Jeez.
Nah, like I think it was hold up. Like he what road grade 2
He
and
rode
then
it to. He ditched Maple, calm Maple, and then
yeah, but
Mary
then
Jane
like got a
got
crit.
crit.
Like he did crit and then did
It's
something
just
else,
crit.
right?
It's just crit. It's
Yeah,
grade 2.
just a crit.
You only get one drive.
Yeah, no, but it's just like how do you fucking counteract that? Because like it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
I guess to balance that, this is why they did the damage system. If they give you too much damage, it's like if your deck relies on Counter Blast, that's actually pretty good.
Okay, counter argument. If you are that far ahead though, and you have to then guard so many attacks if they're constantly triggering you every turn, how do you stop that?
If it's every turn.
Yes. Like, say for instance, you consistently have to waste 2 cards in hand
Mm-hmm.
to guard an attack. How do you pop off with that resource?
It really depends what deck you run.
Okay, like if that's the case, then though,
Mm-hmm.
certain decks then would be better off than not. So you're playing Shiranui, you're wasting
Yeah.
2 cards in hand every turn to guard an attack. Is that worth it then? Even if you get Counter Blast to do your plays.
Yeah, because you're deck thinning.
Pardon?
Yeah, because you're deck thinning.
How so?
So, Shiranui has cards that let you Counter Blast, just search anything.
Okay.
And you don't mind going straight to 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I would go for it.
So then add on to this layer then. Every turn, your opponent will actually trigger something, whether it's a crit trigger or not, and they're playing
Mm-hmm.
8 crit triggers. You have to
Mm-hmm.
then gamble yourself with 8 crit triggers, 4 heal
Mm-hmm.
triggers, and then 1 over trigger, and then 3 other random triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still take that gamble?
Well, you're playing Vanguard. Of course you do.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
Also, the thing
you're
is,
just
you have
reinforcing the point, though, Danny.
yeah, but here's the thing. You're not. It's like you are still getting card advantage because now you have Counter Blast to gain card advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the back and forth brings in
Yeah,
for
I
Vanguard.
understand that. Like, I do understand that, but it's just like I think I think what I'm trying to like make the point is like there's so much like snowballing your opponent will do
Mhm.
to you that I don't think the resource game would matter, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And I think that's like the point of like how do you find that balance? Because like if your opponent crits you every single turn, and if they over trigger you, and like how do you come back from that snowball? Like yeah, it's a gamble. Yeah, that happens, and that's this scenario will never happen to a person. It could, but like if it does,
Yeah,
that
like
sucks.
it happens where if your opponent just crits you every turn, it just happens. But at the same
Yeah,
time, it's like that's that one game. If you think so much about it, you just go tilt off
you're
the
gonna
face of
spiral.
the earth.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just gonna spiral. But like
What happened to Jigme when he got defensive OT?
yeah, it happens. Like I think though, like
And then he just could not play for the rest of the tournament.
yeah. But then going back to that Jigme point, like, right? Like, he could try to play out of his mind, try to get himself into a winning scenario, and then, like, just
Mhm.
those defensive luck things is
Mhm.
kind of what ruins it. Like, I don't think well, actually, with this, like, honestly, I can make this argument over and over, but with Vanguard, again, too, I just don't like how it has its competitive scene, if that makes sense. I just don't know why there is one. That's just my 2 cents of it. Like I can understand this, like the value of it.
I
It's just
think it's
my
because
opinion that I don't get
the
it.
high priority, the high not priority, the high probability of having those type of games are way lower compared to a game where it's just multiple turns of back and forth. And this is someone that actually plays multiple rounds of Vanguard through a tournament in multiple tournaments.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
there might be that one game like it's out of your control, but all the other games will be in your control.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's
Like
like playing in a big Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, playing in a big Pokemon tournament. There will be variances. If you get tilted because of one game, then that's it. That's your mental state. While other players who has played tournaments before or have a strong mental, you just get through it. You have that one bad game. It fucking sucks balls. But at the same time, you move on from it and just focus on the next game and just focus on how you played the game. And
that makes sense.
there are matchups. It's not just all luck based. Yes, luck based is a big thing. Not just Vanguard, all card games. But at the same time, there's going to be other things of skill, knowing your opponent's deck, knowing your deck well, knowing what they're going to do, knowing what you're going to do.
I will agree with that. I do think that's one of
Yes,
the major things with card
the
games.
trigger system, there's issues. But at the same time, there are ways where you could adapt to it.
Yeah,
If you get just getting tilted out of the fucking earth because of triggers, Vanguard's not the game for you.
yeah, and
It's
like
like
that's what.
how Yu-Gi-Oh! If I get hand trapped to the next dimension, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not for me.
Yeah,
Or if I'm playing Pokemon, if I get freaking Lost World to Unga Bunga, negate everything, Pokemon's not for you. Every card game will have that bad aspect that you don't like. If you don't like it, you can move on. That's basically how every card game is. Not there won't be a card game where it will fit for everyone's like. Of course, right now One Piece is really popular, but there will be other people that will not play One Piece because it doesn't fit them. That's how card games is.
makes sense.
It is
I
because we all played so many card games. We should know that not every card game will fit our style,
yeah,
and that's what I'm just currently saying right now.
yeah, no, that's
Dude, there's a
I
lot
don't
of
think
shit exists in Carpet Vanguard. It's not just dust.
I don't think a lot of cards. What's up? I don't- The
Dude,
trigger
the
system, yeah.
over trigger does the same thing as a dust.
I mean, yes, but dust is more punishing. Yeah.
We also have other cards that would you rather have one dust or like 1,000 Zazons coming out of nowhere?
Without a what?
Do you not remember who Zazon is?
I do
The little
not.
teardrop, the thing that says, I could kill you on turn 2,
I don't
vanilla
remember
beatdown
Sagon.
in premium.
What card?
The little teardrop, Zazon.
Oh, Zagon? Hold on.
Zazon. No, not that.
Not was it the Stride?
Yeah, it was
The
like that grade 1 that freaking says, "I call vanillas. My vanillas get +5."
Oh, that
Not a
fucking
breed on
card!
steroids. Yes, that card.
Holy shit! Oh,
I'd
I
rather
don't
play into a dust where the game lasts longer than play against Zaza that could die on turn 2. Zaza plus Cyclone Effect.
Okay, Elemental. Yeah, this fucking shit too, and
Yeah,
like along with like
we all forgot that he fucking existed before.
no, like I just couldn't remember what card you were talking about. Like the fuck?
Where's this midget? Maybe he's so cheap right now because he's banned.
Barigon? No.
Zarzon, Zark. There it is. Scroll down. There he is. Zarzon.
Oh, it's Arzon. Yeah, I remember this motherfucker. Like, I will say this. This card, like this entire type of archetype was a mistake though. Like that's on them.
Yep.
Like Dust was like a mistake, but you are right in the fact that I would rather have Dust than this. Cuz like this is a design mistake.
Also, this makes you build. There's no creativity in deck building with this card existing.
No, this is literally like what we were talking about with the trigger system being at its finest because it just doesn't reward anything. It's just like, all right, cool. You have these bunch of plus effects because you're running a bunch of vanillas, but now you're deck thinning enough to where it just doesn't matter.
Like every clan will use this card. It is so dumb.
Correct. It's I don't know. Like it's with card design for Vanguard, like it's hard to like again evaluate because like does Vanguard have the trial decks or whatever? Whether the trial deck are they're called start decks, right?
Oh, those went downhill. Oh Jesus. But that I will also say.
Or not start decks. Not start decks. What's the new Divine Z decks called?
Actually, you could just go to Carpet Vanguard section.
Are they where are they? Or at least what's one of the bosses called?
Oh, type in Energy Crest
Energy
or Crest in general. Yeah.
Crest. Fuck.
You spell energy wrong.
Yeah, energy. God damn it. Energy crest. That's not what I needed. Where's? Yeah. Card. There you are.
Oh God. Here.
Yeah, like these motherfuckers.
Oh, these. Oh, they went down to $14. That's crazy.
That's insane that there is still fucking like.
Oh yeah, these are mandatory now. We are forced to use this stupid thing.
And also you're forced to use like the counters, right?
Yeah. Until we get the freaking divine cards in Divine Set 1.
And that's
Here's the
so.
problem about this product. It's all vanilla. It's the
Yeah, no, like
grade 3.
I will say, and the PGs, but like.
For a
It's
beginner, this product is not bad, but it makes it too simplified.
realistically.
I am teaching some people with these star decks, surprisingly.
That's good. That's good. Honestly though, I don't like how they're all vanillas. Like at first, I was kind of like, "Oh, that's pretty good," but honestly, I don't think
For the price
it
point,
is
they're
good.
$22 for a vanilla deck. Yes, they're getting like a plastic deck box and sleeves, and like a PG and an effect trigger and the crest, but it's like it hurts if
$22
you're
for that shit?
yes.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, if you compare it to One Piece, it hurts.
Like the only ones I would probably get is the Dragon Empire one and then this Dark States one. Cuz like I think again, this goes off with the creativity of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think even though these effects are simplified, I think this is really good to teach a person the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you have a lot of creativity for you to deck build with this card. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's why I think Vanguard has very good because like it's not going to be the most competitive meta shit, right? But at least it'll be fun for me, and I can at least like maybe go 2-1 in the locals, or maybe a 1-2. I will get one game.
Mm-hmm.
But like the thing I think I don't like with Vanguard a lot of the times too is just like we were talking about like pardon?
I think the problem with these products, it's a mandatory. It feels like a mandatory buy
No,
because
it
it
is.
is mandatory.
Like I will say that it is. And it's this being priced how it is too much. I don't think they should have done it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Like for a product though, like ignoring like it's a requirement for a beginner player is actually decently too good, to be honest. But
I'm
it's not One Piece level of godlike, but at least it teaches you the fundamentals. You get
yes,
the thing that you need to play for tournaments, and people forget we do get a play set of 16 triggers
that's
that
true.
are really hard to get until they start reprinting in Divine Set 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, that is true. Like that is true. I do think like it's very good to get that type of stuff in, that it gets new players to come in. I
Mm-hmm.
do like that. Again though, like uh I love these type of like effects because I think these are great effects to go with. What I didn't like is I think like I think it's like how they introduce new cards to like the format of like D series specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Because what kind of peeved me off, and I think, why is this going for 30? What the fuck? That's
Huh? Wait, what?
I had neither here nor there. But
Wait,
um,
30?
no, it doesn't. But like, it's neither here nor there right now.
Oh, I wait. I can tell you why. It's Keter.
That'll make sense.
Keter is known as currently the most expensive nation
That's kind of lame.
because the West love edgy knights and they love their angels and they love freaking men in armor. So they're like, yes.
I just think this guy's cool. Anyway, um, I do think the thing I don't like is probably like I'm trying to word this in a way that it doesn't sound, I guess, snobbish. Because like how I'm talking about Vanguard makes me seem like, oh, I don't like it because it doesn't teaches you like. I think Vanguard teaches you a lot of ways of risk reward, and Danny's right. Like you have to think about meta a lot too. You have to think about deck matchups. You always have to think about that. Like, and the one thing that goes across my mind sometimes too is just like, yeah, but like triggers are always a thing. But what kind of peeves me more than triggers is card ability versus like card ability discrepancy. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. Because, like, we looked at those grade 3 bosses. Yeah, everything's vanilla. But we look at all those grade 3 bosses, right? For, like, just besides the
Mm-hmm.
Dark States one, Dragon Empire one, Getter one. We go to, like, the Storkea one. Let's look at the boss for that one, right? This Aqua Force looking motherfucker. What
Mm-hmm.
does he do? Discard top 2 cards. Call up to 2 grade 3 or less units from the drop. Call them to rearguard circle. I think this effect would be great. I think if you could do it, it's great. The one thing I think it's bad about is this part.
Axe skill.
Yep, that's the only thing I think it's bad about this. The reason why is because there was a card similar to this in Aquaforce that was an on attack. And I think also in Grand Blue there's one that's on attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like the discrepancy of that is like insane because if there was a Grand Blue there, I think there is a Grand Blue unit that says on attack call a unit, right? It's Columbard with a counterblast, right? If I remember. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make a new tab. TCG player. Columbard. Nope. Yeah, I didn't really fucking do it correctly. But let's look at the V1 specifically. Just the V1. So when placed, search your deck. Never mind. It's a one place. And then I think his old one was a on attack. Yeah, his old one was an on attack. Now, let's say this. Let's say he was a grade 3 boss. He had Persona Ride.
Mm-hmm.
He had this effect without like the last part
Mm-hmm.
of like being boosted, but then he called 2 cards from the drop.
Mm-hmm.
that's just better than this motherfucker. Like, and that's what baffles me, right? Is because they kind of held back on like certain card effects being too broken. But I don't. If they made him an attack skill, not an axe skill, would that be too broken? Like
No.
realistically, is that
Here's the
too
thing,
broken
though.
compared to
They
everything else?
hold back on this effect, but when they make cards for Shiranui, they did not hold back.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to. When they made cards for the Shred Deck sets, when they made cards for the Divine Z sets, they didn't hold back on their skills because like they needed to sell these products. Why not just incentivize to get people to get these products or have people be like, "Oh, I really like the aesthetic of this card. I want to continue playing it." But then all of a sudden, little Timmy comes in with his general guy and gets smashed by a fucking dragon ninja. Yeah, yeah, like you get what I'm trying to say with that shit, right? It just doesn't make any fucking sense because, like, again, too, going back to the Storkea guy is an axe skill. I'm realizing,
Mm-hmm.
not the Storkea guy, the fucking Dark States dude. Oh, no, the Keter guy I think was an axe skill. This guy is when attacking. So
Keta guy is when he attacks.
okay, so why the fuck did he make him an act? Because they have a when attacking for this guy, they have a when attacking for the Keter guy.
Also, Giant Empire also has a one attack.
Yeah, like why? Why did they? Yeah, and also too, the other dude, the Brand Gate one also has one attack. Why did they
Oh,
nerf the Keter
I can
one?
tell you why. I can tell you why. So, this is funny. Today, we found out what's the pre-release mat. It's Dark States. Do you want to guess how many pre-release mats we have that are Stokea?
One.
0. Every nation has a pre-release mat. Branket actually has 1. Stokea has no sneak peek mats. None. So we could probably guess Stokea is probably the most leaked, disliked currently for all the nations for Bushi Road.
That's
I don't know
that's
why.
insane
It's
though,
weird
because
and
like it
cringe.
doesn't make any sense. Like again, I feel like it was an oversight to not to make it an axe skill while everything else is a legit and on attack skill that gives 10k. The motherfucker doesn't even give 10k to the people he calls.
Mhm. Yeah, that Keter one is nuts. Especially in like trial deck battles. If you revive a grade 3 on Persona Ride, that's a 33k beat stick.
Yeah, exactly. This motherfucker only calls 2 people during like in the main phase. Like, okay, the one argument I can see is if it being non-attack, you can't get 5 attacks in. Why
Oh
does that
no.
matter though?
It's too strong for a trial decks. Oh no.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, that's part of it.
No. We're going over to like something similar here though. Like, no, what? Actually, let's see these. Actually, no, she is a trial deck boss. I can use her.
Boba Sagra,
Nope. Night
Night
Rose.
Rose.
Something very similar.
Oh, you can click on the first Night Rose, the same thing.
That's true. But yeah. Put to 3. Auto, Vanguard, JB Craig 2. We don't even care about this. Let's not even care.
Mhm.
Put 3 cards from the top of your deck into drop. When your rear guard's put into your drop zone, you may pay a cost. But you call that rear guard to the top. That is on auto.
Mhm.
No matter what. You
Mhm.
just do whatever. Do it whenever. Just once per turn. Do whatever. And that's just an auto. Just auto. Put 3 cards. That's it.
But
That's it.
Raph, Vanguard players are too dumb. They can't have good things.
It doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
she's the same effect. She's just a
Yeah.
higher rarity. Oh my
It's just
god,
a
she's
higher rarity
gone.
one. And it's easier to read. And it's a
What the
cost
fuck?
too. Like you can do this whenever.
Wait, when did she got bought out? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh my god, you fucking Sims.
It's it just baffles me because like again, like the card
He has
ability
cool
like
art design. It's just that his potential just died.
his potential is gated by just this. Cuz why? Like
Oh yeah,
are
the,
they
the
going to
lyrical one is also an auto.
it's also an auto?
Yes.
Does she bounce the card from field to hand?
She bounce a card and you call a card.
Oh my god! Like legit. Like Josh is right. Like holy shit, they fucked
There's a
this
reason why Sokea got placed on the lowest on the tier list.
like holy shit. Even this dude, like the Brankgate one, like this guy. You have to run set orders. You have to fucking like
Oh no! In a nation that plays set orders, that's crazy.
actually you don't even have to run a set order.
Yep. Oh my
It's just
god.
fucking free.
It's Nova.
Yeah, like you see what I'm getting at with this? Like the card, like the ability acquisition does not make sense. Like the only reason why I can say you can try to use that Storkea guy if you're just making your own deck, we could try this right now. And now we're like we basically I don't even want to talk about like fucking Shadowverse because like the only thing I can say about Shadowverse is just this. I'm gonna go back to this. Yeah, no, but I'm gonna just quick thing about Shadowverse. What?
If you want to discuss divine skills, we can do that later. I know all of them, so we could talk about it later.
Yeah. But like set 4, really good. Honestly, really fucking good. Set 4, people were like, "Oh no, but set 5 is gonna have the God pack." Set 4 is amazing.
As long as I don't touch the packs, it's amazing.
Even so, Danny, I think like
I'm not touching that shit. My god, I got tainted.
I mean it happens, bro. But like
Get that set away from me.
I think like truthfully, no matter what happens, I think Shadowverse cards will always hold more value. Or actually, no. I think Vanguard cards will hold more value than Shadowverse cards. However, I do think in the longevity of the game of playable cards and card like acquisition from base rarity is easier to come by in Shadowverse than in Vanguard.
Yeah, it's your brain Shadowverse.
Correct. And I think in the long run that will keep the game more alive and thriving more as the sets come out and out
Also,
more and
they
more.
do I think in Shadowverse they do reprint faster than Vanguard.
A little bit. We are getting in Glory Finder, which is the multiplayer format, we are getting
Mhm.
reprints.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Why the
that's really
fuck
good.
is that? Oh, Springfest, that's why. I was like, why the egg is so expensive?
Yeah. But it's just like all of these are like higher rarity SP arts. Oh, like
Yeah,
she
that
went
makes sense.
down. Which is just like it's okay to have these high expensive SP arts
That's
because
every
like
card game. It's fine.
yeah, it's every card game. And like the SLs are fine, like all of these are fine. But when I go to the base rarity shit, it's cheap as fuck. And that's what it needs to be for playable staple cards.
Podcast Forte. Wow, that leader's cheap.
Yep. Also, too, this went cheap as fuck.
This is why we got rid of it so fast.
Yeah, but like
Wait,
that's a
pause.
good thing
Wait,
though.
what? He's 25.
Which one?
Valiant Infestor is 25?
Yeah,
When did that happen?
because he's a meta deck.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like the thing, right? Like
Wait, if
Belringer,
Evolve Alice is 17, where's the regular Alice?
I believe, I think we passed her.
Oh.
Regular Alice is 24.
Oh, okay.
But like that's the thing though. Like certain cards are gonna be insanely expensive because like they go into like 3 or 4 decks. Like Valiant Fencer is only in one deck, but that one deck does aggro so well that you can legit turn your brain off and not do anything. The best description of this deck that I got from somebody is this. Oh, I'm going to Springfest and my one friend that doesn't want to play standard wants to play Shadowverse with me. I'm giving him this deck because it's the simplest shit ever. I know that's rude to say, but it kind of makes sense.
Oh,
Because
just like Dragon Empire. Okay.
yeah, because all you do is play turn 1, play turn 2, play turn 3, swing. You do swing all 3 turns. Like there is
Yep.
no real like altercation or alteration of plays because the deck is very simple. But yeah,
Right, I'm
that's the
sorry for
thing.
all the Dragon Empire players, but your nation is just basically one plan only. It's just attack phase.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing. Like you don't really have an alternate wing condition in certain clans. But Shadowverse, I think, honestly, I hate to say this, I think Shadowverse will be a lot more popular in the long run than Vanguard because I think once like that collab set will come in,
Mhm.
I think a lot of people from Vanguard will go to Shadowverse and then try it.
That might be happening now because of the cheating shit.
Yeah. And also the cheating shit too. Like but that's like another side thing that's like not talking about that's a side factor that comes into it, but
It's
not like a
because
main
how they
factor.
ruled it. I don't know if you read that article. It was horrendous.
I did not get to read that.
They straight up said, "Oh man, he cheated in the World Finals. We can't punish him anymore." Oh no.
I mean, they legit can't.
They're like,
'Cause
"No, we can't do it. The event's over. We can't punish him anymore." It's like there's video proof of him cheating. Because okay, so this is how he cheated. So the way he shuffled his opponent's deck, he put the top card that he knows what it is on top of the deck and try to shuffle in the way where the top card always
yeah.
stays that card.
Yeah, he tried to stack the deck.
Yeah. And there's judges there and they didn't say anything. Crazy.
Hey man, if the judges didn't catch it, the judges didn't catch it. That's on them. That's their fault. But like, I do agree that he should be like punished for it, right?
It's
The
funny
fact,
because he's banned from One Piece, I believe, and I think maybe Yu-Gi-Oh as well, but he is not punished in Vanguard.
yeah, because like it's hard to fucking punish. Like, I don't know. The fact is, like, if they didn't catch it at the time and then only caught it later, that's
Yeah.
on them, and they can't do anything about it. The results already been made. They can go back on the results, but what does he win, and what does he have to give back?
Like I think most people just want him to just be banned. Just like how in One Piece, just ban him.
If that's the case, then they can do that whenever. But if they don't do that, then like, what's stopping from other people from doing it? If they see a
Because
long time, then they'll just
now
ban the other people.
people in the Vanguard community, some of them are like, wait, so I could just cheat and get away from it?
Yeah, like I don't understand.
Oh, it's about to get worse when BRO starts because if One Piece is suffering this bad of online tournaments, Vanguard's go copy the same thing.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's gonna
online
be.
tournaments, I guess no matter what card game, there's so much cheating. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, no. Like there's always gonna be a lot of cheating in online card games. There's always gonna be cheating in any card game. So
Yeah,
it's like
I guess
I
that's
don't
why
know.
Pokemon never do online.
It's weird, but yeah, that's I don't know.
Mhm.
I honestly don't know for Shadowverse and
Online is like a different story because all card games are depending if they actually host online, it's go effective in a way or other.
can you look at cards from this? Hold on. Mike, I'm curious. Can you? Yeah, he's here. There he is.
Oh, that's the Vanilla Grade 3.
Yeah. I I'm very interested in why they did this for this guy. Like, I really feel like this was a design oversight. Like
Mhm.
legit.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
They have so they're doing this thing. You know how the glitters were nation mix?
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
every
I
deck
do.
get
Yeah,
nation
yeah,
mix.
yeah. I did see that. I did see that.
That's actually pretty cool for deck building, but we'll see
Yeah.
how. Like I like the idea that they're trying to branch out a little bit of like deck building ideas. It's just that
So, do you want to hear my
problem
two
is
cents about it, Danny?
it's a triple rare.
Yeah. Do you want to hear my 2 cents about it?
Hmm?
It can be really good, but it can also be really toxic in the game.
I just hate that it's a triple rare. That's basically it.
Yeah, like I'm glad that they're finally like branching out because it took them 5 fucking evers to try this.
Hmm.
Like I'm glad that they're doing it, but again, it could be really fucking toxic because of again these two simple reasons. One, if the effect is so good, why run anything else? Which is usually a thing from saying from any card, right?
Do you want me to tell you which one of them is the best one?
Is it the Dragon Empire and Darkseid one?
No, it's right. Empire still KO.
Is it the one that looks at the top card of the deck? Right?
No, it's on place. You call a token for free,
Oh wow.
and he's a grade 2. You basically just gave Dragon Empire 2 bodies and an early game. Also, those 2 effects at the bottom, the first effect doesn't really matter as much because Dragon Empire doesn't really superior call or special call or whatever. The
Yeah.
second effect does affect. Basically, you just give your Vanguard a nice 10k. And guess what that nation does? It does restanding. Also, they have a restanding order that also gives another 10k to your front row
In Storkea? Or
in Dragon Empire.
oh wow.
I'm here like you just gave a deck that has been winning this entire year an early game that could be splashed in any Dragon Empire deck. Yes, Stokea could use it too, but Stokea already has early game. Dragon Empire barely had early game, and now you just give a nation that was winning a lot more ways to win.
I don't
I'm
know
like,
what grade 2 this
Martin.
deck would want, or in the ride deck.
Hmm?
I'm trying to make a test build for this because I'm like curious of what they. Actually, fuck it. We don't
Why don't
need.
you, why don't you just put the Zorga around line?
I don't know because like the Zorgarine line doesn't necessarily play into the game plan. If that makes sense. Because like realistically,
The only person I've seen build this deck is Yankong and Essen.
yeah. Realistically, you just want to use this effect, right? Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2
Or
or 3 less.
you could play the Aurora ride line,
The Aurora. What?
the glitter guy.
Oh,
The
Ronoa.
guy that, yeah, every time you ride, you get tokens.
Ro. Let's see if I just do Ro. How do you spell his name?
I don't know how to spell his name. Yeah.
Ro.
He's the only glitter. He's one of the only.
Oh, I'll just
There
do
he is.
Clutter. Yeah, I
Oh,
found
you
him.
were there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Or OR. You could do this.
Yeah, you just caught 2 tokens.
I guess so.
It's just early game. Stokea, I see Stokea as an early game nation. It's just sometimes they don't get like the support they need.
I
I
can
don't
see
get it.
that.
I don't get why they get shafted quite a bit, but it just feels bad at times.
I can see them as an early game nation, but
Yeah.
like the counter argument for the early game nation for it is like I fucking hate how they're shitty. Oh, fix your
What?
fucking search system for this. God damn it. I hate this. Fucking hate this. Anyway,
At
the
least
one I
there
will
is
say
another
this.
nation that also suffers is Brandgate. We don't see they don't suffer well, they also suffer early game, but they suffer the promo part
I think they suffer promo part, but like counter argument to like the
heavily.
early game for Storkea, I think Zorga doesn't play into an early game as much as you might think.
You could, yeah. You could actually play early game Zora.
You could, but like I think his more potential is like when the opponent's at like 3 damage going to
Mhm.
4 and then they have to make a choice of
Because
guarding.
on turn 2 you could rush. It's just that it depends which build you're doing.
I mean, yeah. It just like
Like
it's up.
Zorga as a whole, like no matter which Zorga you build, is just he himself is just a toolbox deck.
Yep. That's why I really liked him. That's why I was potentially of like building him in again because
Especially
like
in
it's fun.
Divine, since you have past Zorga support, and you're like, oh, what do I add to this? You don't even run OG Prison Dragon and new Zorga. You play the new ones that are great twos.
I still think you would play the other one.
It really depends if you have room. That's the thing. Because room in new Zorga is like freaking tight.
Yeah.
Because now you're really picking up which order do I want to play in this deck.
Like it's really weird because like
I guess
certain
this nation is technically now because Lyrical also has pretty good early game because they have cards that just bounce back to their hand. Keter early game, Keter had an okay early game until they just released the dog.
the dog.
The dog.
Fucking dog.
Do you know what the dog does?
I think I do.
This dog, this could be a hot take. This dog, I predict, will either go to 1 or get banned.
Is it just that good?
After you boost with it, it scries.
Goes into Soul.
It searches. I actually have to look up his effect again because this dog,
It's
almost
a great one,
every
right?
Keter deck plays him. It's a great one.
Oh, I don't think it's on here, right? Probably not.
No,
No, because it'll be PR, right?
yeah, it's a PR. I am trying to find a stupid dog promo that was expensive,
No,
but then we're getting as a box topper, so that is saving us.
it is not
Mm.
here. Yeah.
This is for every Keter deck is gonna run this. Well, almost every single one, but majority is gonna run this. This
Probably.
probably, yeah. Uh, my god, can I not find them? This is crazy. Oh my god, I forgot how many D promos there are. Stop it.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of fucking promos. That's one thing with Vanguard that's gonna kill them is the promo shit.
Because
Like,
they're doing it like how because they're like, oh, we're doing it for JP. It's like, you have an English side.
no, they don't care. Like, they don't care about English speakers.
Hmm. They only care when we so much. Shenry's not. Where is this stupid dog? I will find this dog.
I don't know,
This
man.
dog will be hunted
Like, I
down.
want to play Vanguard with you guys and build like one of the new decks, so I'm not like falling that behind. But like, the Divine Z bosses are kind of lame to me. The only ones that interest me are like the trial deck ones, to be honest.
Okay, okay. Let's think about all of them. The Giant Empire one. I'm not gonna lie, it will bore the living shit out of you. I know that part.
It's just
It's
Overlord.
Overlord. It's straight
Yeah,
up
it's just
yeah.
Overlord.
The Keter one is an interesting playstyle where it's really focused on your damage.
It's interesting design wise. I will give it that.
Uh, Dark State one is basically dust.
The
He's basically dust.
Vladimir?
Yes.
Alright.
When you do divine skill, majority of the time you should win because you say no PG GG. This also includes the Bliss PG order. You can't use that either
Yeah.
because he says no Sentinels.
Dust just nullifies your damage. You go to 1, you can't pass go, you just get take this. Yup, no auto abilities, your triggers don't activate, you get burned to damage.
Oh yeah, he also. This stupid promo, my fucking god!
Dust doesn't prevent intercepts. Hold on, let me read this motherfucker.
Where is this stupid dog?
This unit's place. Your opponents are all their abilities, the grades and power increases. Basic decision 1, your
Also, who's
opponent's turn is
Moses
4
Rowan?
less, choose one
Oh,
of
let's
your
see.
deal 1 damage. Perform a damage check. Triggers will also activate. But intercepting is a mechanic. It's not an ability. No, you can still intercept. I don't because it's a mechanic thing, right? It's not an ability.
All right, I did find out. Okay, when this unit boosts, if you have more rigors than your opponent, or you played in order this turn, this guy gets plus 5k until end of battle. And at the end of battle, retire this unit. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose a card from among them, put in your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
You could do this on turn 1 and turn 2, by the way.
Yep.
You could rush your opponent to the ground, and there's a reason why it got choice restricted with Luard. Yeah, he's a grade 1. And you know what Luards love? Grade 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you want to know what happened with that hit in Japan? The ward slowly disappeared off the face of the earth.
Oh wow, they are abilities. You were right, Josh. Boost and intercept are abilities. That's a design oversight. That's fucking funny. That's actually really funny. Honestly, I like Dust. Dust can stay.
It's funny because Dust is seeing no play right now.
That's the reason why he can stay.
Do you want to know what's the best deck in premium right now? Smile.
Shiranui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he's ruling standard and premium. Hmm.
It's
It,
almost like it's a repeat of G. Wow.
wow, when they print cards that do not have once per turns, that's crazy.
It's
That's not like
almost.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know, for the love of God, that will never happen. Like, I don't know why you keep asking for it. It will never fucking happen.
I can see Gabriel, but next year.
I can't.
Well, if they're doing like the G stride decks, oh god, that means also Tachikaze will get one.
No, it doesn't mean it. No.
Wow, you don't want to play Gaia in standard.
No, because like, okay, one, no, there's only one character that played fucking Tachikaze in the G anime, and that character was a side fucking character. Like, they're not gonna give him that. Like, the most other thing they'll probably give is like a Storkea one, which we don't even know like what a Storkea stride deck
Oh
would
yeah,
be.
good news for you. Dinosaur deck is coming to the west.
I saw that, but again, I don't know. Um, the realistic, if we're gonna talk about like different strat decks, we have to see. We already got a Dark State one, we got a Braincate one, we got a Dragon Empire and Killer Secretary one. They have to do a Stoichea one, and they have to do a Lyrical one. Like if they double up on one of the nations, they're fucking up. Like truthfully, like they're probably gonna do a Thavas one if they do another Stride deck set. Because I think after Shiranui and Luard, they might not do it.
We are missing Sokea Lyrical. Hmm? Dragon
Huh?
Empire.
Dragon Empire.
Bruh, he's a dragon. What nation do you think? We have two nations that have not got stride deck set yet. It's
Yeah,
Lyrical and
Lyrical.
Sokea.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
Yeah. I'm
So
going to
like
barf if it's Loris.
it, if it is Loris, that would be funny. I don't think it will be. I know
Also, if
this
it's Loris, Jigme would never shut up.
probably not, but I think the Storkea one is probably gonna be Thavas.
It's
Like
probably
it,
Loris.
yeah, because like there's no way.
Unless they want to be no, if they want to be so toxic, they bring
Honestly,
Dora.
maybe. Like also Josh has a point too. It could be Asha, but then that means we'll get Alt Mile, and that means you're doubling up.
We already have to make Keter freaking OGs
Yeah,
already.
I think that might be too much because like it doesn't, because it kind of like it plays too much favoritism, and I know they're kind of still doing it with the Keter
Yeah,
Sanctuary,
MLB has
but
4 promos.
Jesus, Major League Baseball, Hoggers. Oh, but realistically, um, that's probably what they'll do. Like, Josh, do you really think they'll choose Asha over Thavas? Why?
It's interesting because if they do Asha, it probably should be paired with Altmile. If they're going that route, so Asha is probably not. I'm guessing Thavas because who's Thavas pairing with?
Thavas doesn't pair with anybody.
Yeah, see, you can straight up just release Stavas, and all the Sokera fans are like, "Oh my god, you guys, they like us now." It's like, don't think about that.
That's why I was saying like it's probably Thavas because like the reasoning is they released if they do it, if they do Asha, the one that they will probably release is another Stokea one. Because if Asha, the only two friends that like the character that had it with was another Stokea user, and her rival was a Keter Sanctuary user, and their teammate was a Keter Sanctuary user, and her brother was a Dragon Empire user.
Oh my god,
So
Blade.
like that's a bad idea. And Thavas, he only had like a dark state person and then maybe like another person that was doubling up, but like he was Aquaforce. And you could just throw that in Stokea. And then you could use the Aquaforce support that was from Maelstrom in this set. Wow!
Wow. Oh my god, wait, I just realized. Maelstrom could take the Aquaforce PGs now. Oh shit. Wait, that will. Oh,
But Maelstrom's already in standard.
and Maelstrom is limited.
No.
No, he's
I
probably
don't
gonna
think
get Glory.
that.
Like if Maelstrom gets support, it's not gonna be Stride. It's gonna be Glory
Yeah, it's gonna straight be Glory.
because it's gonna be Maelstrom, Ezo, Vermilion because that limit break era.
Yeah.
We all know
Azul
it's
will
probably
get
gonna be
platinum.
Platinum. Yeah,
Kaiser
Vermilion,
will get
Blood,
the blood. Or
and then
Vermilion will get
Glory.
the blood. So like
Because Lukier technically didn't have. Well, she had that silver form, but
we
and they're
forgot the
nerfed.
other fucking Storkea shit too. It's fucking Night Rose too. They could do Night Rose, but then again they'll have to do Harry. Like the Storkea ones that they have to do is just like if they do it, because they gave every stride tech but fucking Storkea, and that's really fucking funny. Messiah, Chronojet,
Chronojet,
Luard,
Shiranui.
Kager, Shiranui, yeah. No. I disagree with that so much. How though?
Yeah, no.
Under what fucking basis, bro? I don't believe it. Like at that point, I'll probably just say, yeah, no, Valios could be it. Like you don't even remember fucking Valios, Josh. Exactly.
Oh my
That's a fucking
god.
wild movie.
You want to see the crazy man that screams all the time when he runs into the Aquaforce?
Exactly. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like it's also saying too, they're instead of like Neo Nectar or Aquaforce or Mega Colony, they'll choose Great Nature as like the representative for like a stride deck. No. Like that's a straight up no. Hmm.
Huh?
Yeah. That's like one reasoning, but are you serious? Okay, but if they do that, people are gonna suspect Alt Mile. And do we want to give Keter Sanctuary another stride deck?
Please no.
Exactly. Then why would you give Asha? I I don't think so. Like honestly, we're also making conjecture that they make a stride deck set for Stokea. I probably don't think they will. Like if they do, it's not gonna be Asha. Honestly, it'll probably be Night Rose. No, they'll probably do Night Rose too. Like we forgot about Night Rose.
Oh, please no. Please no.
Like realistically, I think it would be
Because if they did Nyros, they also would do Harry.
yeah, and then you double up on another one. Like there's no other like Aquaforce is the prop. Aquaforce or Mega Colony are like the smart choices because then you don't like have to double up.
Oh man, can't wait to teach people how to stun.
They might not do stun, but I think it's a safe bet for Aquaforce if they just do Aquaforce. Truthfully, but again, this is all conjecture. Yeah, like that's fine. I think you're wrong, but like yeah, it's this is funny to like see that because like honestly too, what would Asha do? Like that token's already not doing too. By the way,
Go to Katrina.
but you can't go into Katrina.
Yo, imagine Katrina standard.
Oh, Danny, if that was the case, I am never touching Vanguard.
I will also quit with.
Going to One Piece. We're finding the One Piece. The One Piece is real. Can we get much higher?
Dude, that's probably like everyone's plan. If freaking Derek Cargan just sucks balls, and it's like, I'm going to One Piece, guys.
Because One Piece is like really fun. The mechanics are fun, simple. They're not like super game breaking, besides from like certain characters. And like there's only yellow that's like annoying and black that's annoying because it's heavy removal and they haven't printed that much removal. But again, it's like set 6. That's the best part about it. It has nowhere to go but up, and that's what's really exciting.
Huh?
56 to like 68. Yeah,
For what? One
for
Piece
One
or?
Piece. Yeah, dude. Zoro's expensive. He is $60 based on what? Which Zoro are you talking about? Oh shit, he is only $20. Oh, he went down. Fuck. He was at $55. Thank God I didn't buy him. That's actually really good. You need to pick up a playset if you're gonna run him in the Uta build. I already know, bro.
It'd be like,
Because that's like along with the, because you're just running the starter deck, right? Along with the film package. Yeah, no, that's your game ender. Because like you're in green, you need your big bodies. Yeah, that's what's good about it. Ugh. I don't know. I'll build like a casual deck. I'll probably build Alt Mile again because I really like Alt Mile for premium, and I have most dreads anyway. I mean, Sheeran, I think it's fine. I think it's really fun because like you can do degenerate shit, but like that's the power level of the format, right? Like if you're not doing degenerate shit, then like you're not
wait, are we
really
talking
playing
about
the
just
game.
premium, like just stride premium,
Yeah,
or okay? Um,
that's
plants, a lot of them are playable. It's just that hope and pray you don't die to dominate.
yeah, that's the thing. Like if you don't account and dominate, the format's pretty like busted open because like there's so many diversity of like the same deck builds. That's really interesting. Because like for me, I'm going alt mile, right? But I'm like either going brave engine or I'm just going straight good stuff grade twos and just smacking you in the face with a bunch of grade twos.
The all
It,
model decks I have seen in premium, they're playing like what was it? They play with Jewel Knights, I believe it's called.
yeah, you don't have to because there's a lot of kind of sanctuary cards that you can use that give you at least 7 attacks with 2 force markers on each rear guard, so you're hitting consistently 20k plus more because of Alt Mile, because
Also,
he's giving.
I really want to see you smash Jingmi Chrono Jet with Alt Mile.
I mean, like I said, like I told him this last time. I can do the same thing that you can do if you're gonna try to do Chrono Jet. Just I don't have to jump through so many fucking hoops because I just need to get 4 counterblast
Yeah.
and then just need to do
It's,
flip 2 cards and that's it.
it's just the way he builds his deck is like, oh, I need to counter these matchups. Like, but your deck is
Nah,
inconsistent.
you just don't counter matchup. Just unga
You
bunga swing
just play
face.
with his strength. That's it.
Yeah. Like that's what I liked about premium sometimes for like if you play Royal Paladins, you just go unga bunga go face. And that's what's really nice.
I have played Alt Mile Premium. It's interesting because I have to like look at my counterblast. I'm like, did I end up using it all?
Yeah, no, like that's the best part about it. Like it's a very resource like intensive type of deck to say the least because you have to remember to like use your deck as a resource, use your counterblast as a resource, and
Also,
like
I have to
certain.
remember which multi attacker I just call. It's like, oh, which one do I call?
Yes, and you have to make sure not to call both at the same time.
Yep.
And you have to make sure if you're gonna use certain call cards that you're in Brave.
Yep.
It's great. It's so fun. There's like,
It just sucked. There was only matchup I hated when I was using that deck. I faced Link Joker. I was like, oh man.
I mean, every deck kind of hates Link Joker, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, it's not unheard of, but it's still pretty funny because like I put certain cards in my list that that I thought were pretty fucking hilarious. I'm putting Calibre in the list, which is also really good. But I'm also putting that Gray 2 card that while boosted, if your damage zone has 3 or more face down, you put it into Soul, countercharge 1.
Oh, I know that card. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it as a 2 of because if you're at 4 counterblasts, you flip the 1, you're still at 3, you flip the second one, you're at 2, and you could still pop
Yeah,
off.
I actually did play that card in the All Mile deck that I borrowed.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Uh, there's also like another card that gives boost to like every grade 2 that you play, and that one's good. The one thing with Elmile is it's like you run the draw PGs over the grade 1 PGs because your grade 1 slots like are needed, and that's the only thing. And there's cards that you just need to pop off.
What I do the same.
Yeah. You have to you run the damage swapper. That's the problem. You're in a 2-2? Do you know what's also a really funny card to run in Alt Mile, Danny?
Hmm?
Blaster Dark.
Which Blaster Dark? There's a
The
lot of them.
D version.
Ah. The thing is, does it even show up? That's the proof.
Do I show up? Yeah, that's a problem too.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I really want to fight Jingmi, I'll just make Sanctuary card and just go from there. Truly disrespect on his name. I don't like running the spirits actually.
Oh my god.
You can't run them in Royal Paladin. You can't run the Blaster Dark in Royal Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master Blado.
He wouldn't.
He would take his turn like 20 minutes.
Do you know what's funny though? I don't run the Keter over trigger if I'm running that list. I would run the one that restands a unit
The red
or
one?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the red one's pretty cool.
Red one's just good. Cause like you have I fucking hate how there's multiple arts of this shit. God. Also too, the fact that I can run fronts in this is also funny as hell. Maybe. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed. Peace out.
See ya. Oh my fucking god, I'm dying. Hold up. Never. I have to heal. My friend is forcing me to play Genshin. God damn it.